John Wick is one of my favorite games. You guys know that. Making some tweaks and small adjustments. Oh, Savette, Busted Chops, nice to see you guys in the chat. Sincerely. Thank you for asking, Busted Chops. I have some sort of cold. I took a COVID test. You remember when we needed to take COVID tests? Like, before you did stuff? Yeah, I have some sort of illness. It's not like, that pneumonia. I got pneumonia from fucking Expo. So, no, it's just like, you know, a flu or man cold, which a lot of people don't know, but the male physiology is not designed to experience a virus like the strong female. We be crying. What's up, John? Welcome to the stream, my friend.
This means something.
This is right. Oh, Savette with the hot take. Only women that have experienced childbirth knows what a man goes through with a cold. This is right. This is right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I can't tell you how good it feels to be back in front of the home rig. Doing the on location live stream was fun, but there was so many variables that we solved almost all of them. Thank you to the viewers. And yeah, thank you sincerely to the viewers who gave feedback, weren't afraid to tell me, hey man, you're cutting out, you're chopping out. I discovered an issue with the help of Corey from the Neon Ranch. And anyways, we corrected the visual issue that we were having. Where's my mouse? And it was all to do with, I had a logo rotating that was just way too big. So I know it sounds goofy, but that was the issue. So this file size basically file size issue, but yeah, it would be cool. I hope Corey makes it over. I will need some assistance calling the tournament, especially. So one of the things we're facing too early on was the screen that we're looking at is just a normal like 16-inch laptop screen. So being able to see what the ball's doing or what's lit was like freaking nearly impossible. What's up, Jess? Also, lurking while working is totally acceptable. But and Winnie, also nice to see you back. But the things that we did go there primarily to solve: the sound, lighting, did the wireless work, the internet. We tested all those things, and I think all those variables are checked. Now, you should have seen the baggage and luggage it took to pack in and out of there. But anyways, Industry Arcade, March 7th. If you are a pinball player in my area or within a few hours, come drive, come play. It'll be fun. There will be a food truck. The food truck is licensed, I'm pretty sure. And there are prizes, like good prizes. Busted Chops. Working and lurking is also fine. I'm going to be, this is the first time I've logged into Insider Connected since like Friday. I just was unwell. I sat down and did a ton of video editing and learning how to do that better, reaching out to friends for advice on that as well. But anyways, I'm going to do some of the stuff. My lighting's good enough today.
Yippee.
The rig needs to be, I need to just make a minor shift to the rig. That's a little better. I almost don't want to ask, but can someone test the sound alerts? Because if you remember the other day, the sound alerts were... The sound alerts were an issue.
Space Junk 3000 rated with 2 years.
Okay, it looks like we're in business. It looks like the... Okay, that makes me feel good. I was like, oh man, I'm going to have to deal with sound issues. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to start playing some pinball. I'm really happy to be home, happy to be back.
You're rushing into something serious here.
We are. Oh, Space Junk, good for you, man. Yeah, that's shout out to Space Junk. 3000 streaming Dungeons and Dragons, I guess, today.
Welcome to Amity.
Is it still loop? It's not looping, is it? Okay. Meta Nightman, welcome to the stream also. What do you mean no sounds? Help me out. Which sounds aren't sounding? Do you not hear Jaws? I could hear the sound alerts. Could you not hear the sound alerts? Okay, just bear with me for a second. There's only about 150 reasons that could happen, so I will do a quick check. Usually what that... Oh man, this is...
Okay, let's go.
Could you not hear that?
Hello, motherfucker.
Can you not hear those? Because... Oh, Jesus. I'm here unplugging shit. Checking my TCP/IP settings. Okay. I love you guys. All right. Well, you know what? Let's start with a short plunge.
Y'all know me. Know how I earn a living. I'll catch this bird for you. It'll be easy. Man, good.
It's been a... Oof. Man, I hope that real shot shoots like that.
Bonus.
Yeah. All right, Jaws back. Feeling good so far. Donk. It's the first toilet drain.
Here's to swimming with bow-legged women.
Bow-legged women everywhere are offended. Shout out to John and Jess who sent me that. May or may not have copyright issues. Oh, nice.
Skill shot.
Like nothing but net into the outlay.
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
What are you talking about?
Rockhound, welcome to the
City,
stream.
these people think you want the beaches open.
Double checking all of my audio. It's been a while since I've been, live streaming on the rig. Had to take a couple of days off due to life and illnesses, but did anybody watch my did you have a chance to watch my YouTube video from my Pokemon visit? I did a long form video.
Now. Now.
Go! Rockhound, though, the thing is, like, I'm making a point to be more patient today. I'm not normally patient in this game.
You're ready. Alright, let's see how long that barrel takes to bring him up. Take another barrel! I'm coming around again!
Jaws is one of the games that I swear I almost want to buy again, because I've played versions that are much more smooth than mine, and I just can't tell what it specifically is that needs to change.
You know, Chief, I don't
Yeah,
know,
Space
you
Junk.
sound very dumb.
When I was on the airplane, I downloaded a lot of the flipping out tutorials for games I have, especially ones that I struggle with, like how to stack rules and how the rules interact, and Jaws was one of them.
I used to hate the water. I can't imagine why. Farewell and adieu to you, fair Spanish lady. Farewell and adieu, you ladies of Spain. For we've received orders for to sail
Back to Boston.
So never more shall we see you again.
Why am I so zoomed in? Oh, this was set for when I'm sitting down. It's like my face is cut off. So I've been hearing that I'm just taking a sit break. We're just rotating through some of my slideshow from Stern's media day with Pokemon. I have to take a bit of a rest sometimes between games. I'm still a little bit like sick, but I've been hearing on the different podcasts, consuming all the podcasts, that Pokemon Pinball has been one of the top day one sellers for Stern pinball games. Mad Pinball and I believe Flippin' Out both stated that. So that's an interesting realization. I liked the game. I thought it was great. No, there wasn't a Benson leaker. We didn't see one around. Believe I went on the tour specifically at Stern Pinball to a lot. No, not a lot. About half of the content creators who were there went and started to play the game right away. And I went on about an hour-long tour with Kyle. Anyways, and the factory was dead quiet, so I really appreciated the tour, and we all had time on the game. I mean, I was there for 10 or 11 hours, but I was looking around for any hints of a topper or a mech or a base for a topper. They were about to get all the parts on the line, so all the parts were staged, but it was like they were about to start the training session, and the factory was dead quiet, which is another interesting take. I'm like, it's the middle of the week and no one's in the factory, so maybe their weekends are staggered. I also, because coming from a manufacturing background, I believe that Stern can make games faster than orders can come in sometimes. I believe that's possible, that their output exceeds whatever they have in the order queue. And I think some of their staff is agency staff, so I think that was partly why. Maybe they just made it quiet because there was a media day, but to be honest, I think it was they were in between and doing line changeover. But Pokemon was out there. They had a couple play fields that we could look at underneath and stuff, and we were not permitted to take photos or video in the factory. They permit it sometimes. I think they want to review the video. You know, it's my factory is the same. You can't take cameras or pictures past the door, but and if someone needs to, we review the video or photos. It's so I understand that part, but so I saw Betson came up in my feed today on one of my social media, Instagram or Facebook Reels, and it was like they were playing the Stern trailer for Pokemon Pinball. And anyways, I was like, I wanted to comment something like, man, this is way better than your potato pictures that you guys released. But I'm like, I'm controversy, I'm not really into that. I have enough controversy and drama in my life, but anyways, I'm not a shit disturber, unless there's an outcome that's worth it, but or like a real argument to be had. But I don't just sit and like pick on companies. I just want to quickly check that my stream has the right title. The other day when okay, good. It says Jaws Pinball. Good. There we go. That's as it should. The other day when for whatever reason all of my stream titles were wrong. They were like Jurassic Park when I hadn't played Jurassic Park in a week. So, what's up, Doc Imagineer? How did I not see you in this chat? Okay, there you are. Sorry. As I was sitting down for a second, coffee consuming, I was like, where's Doc Imagineer?
Okay, so we drink to our legs.
Part of me was like, I should have moved the rate because my favorite game, to be honest, is Godzilla. And I wore my Godzilla shirt. And John, you're okay. John, there's rules about fucking with me. It's once per stream. John told me my sound alerts weren't coming through, and I'm sitting here like trying to enable cookies and adjust my settings, but they might have been turned down, or you were muted or something. But again, I know I did a stream on Friday when I got home, but I'm so happy to be back playing pinball on stream. It's been so bizarre to not be doing that.
Welcome to Amity.
We are Venom.
So no, yeah, Doc Imagineer. So Doc Imagineer in the chat again. Today is also a opinions. I like to hear people's opinions. So Doc Imagineer in the chat says, "I got to say, Pokemon has ruined pinball for me. I'm not the only one. The shills are overhyping this game, like it's the messiah of pinball. Are all full of it." So, 100%. I respect all perspectives and opinions. And based on from you seeing all the content creators talk about it and stuff, including myself. But I'll tell you, so like I didn't like immediately text Nitro and say I need to have this, but that was for other reasons. There were people at the media day that were like not whatsoever into Pokemon, and like I was one of them. I'm like, this is not for me. It's not my, from my time frame. What made me enjoy the game was it was like a notch easier than all the rest of the pinball I play. We were due for the game is still challenging. There's tons to do, but we were due for like a 5% easier game. We're not all the Carls. I had that very loud. We're not all the Carls or Stevens or, Z-Max. Like, sometimes when I come down to play pinball on stream, I'm like, what is the easiest game? I just want an easier game. I want one that's fun and happy-go-lucky. And one time my daughter pointed out, she's like, all the pinball machines have monsters in them. They're all monster games. Don't you have any non-monster games? I'm like, yeah, like Star Wars, maybe? Galactic Tank Force? But like, there was the, antagonist in Pokemon, but So Documengineer. So the things that were fun in the game were the flow of the shots. I mean, mind you, the games are probably dialed in, but the flow of the shots, being able to stop and aim and actually hit a shot almost every time was nice. And but there is still mode timers, there is still multipliers, there is still code, and there is still deepness to get further in. And so here's the other thing. Like, I phoned my daughter and my wife. I'm like said to my daughter, I'm like, are you into Pokemon at all? She's like, no. She's 11. And if she said yes, I would have ordered one because I liked the game. But the thing is, you guys know I have 2 games that could arrive in a month or in 6 months. I just couldn't commit to another game right now financially, or I would have ordered the game, I'll be honest. And yeah, Documengineer, I can't say that your opinion would have changed. Documengineer in the chat says it's not even an impressive game. Sturm wasted the IP in Documengineer's opinion. I wouldn't say that. I'm not saying I disagree, but from playing that game and watching people play, as far as like taking the IP Pokemon and making a game out of it, they maximize the potential. There's nothing else they could have done to make it better. It was it. It had some vibes of Junkyard. It had little elements from other classic games. But it was also fun, like the goofy, absolutely juvenile callouts. Like they're trying something different. And the only thing that I probably would have loved to see was if there was maybe a few more like wicked ball paths, like even like a side shot or a cross shot or even an extra flipper. I would have loved that, but that project was that project, and that project had a target market. And I love things that bring people into any hobby. Like my experience in RC car racing on a above amateur level, anything that could bring the novice racers in and their dads or their moms and get them all down there, those were huge. That was gold in RC car racing competitively. So for me, I look at Pokemon Pinball as sort of one of those things that it will be bringing families to the arcade to catch the Pokemon, because that was a thing that was the thing too. Like when you're playing the game, it's pretty easy to catch a Pokemon. Like you hit one thing, hit the other thing, and then catch them. And it's like, achievement, you've caught it. It's like, so that type of moment was there. Also, this was very early code that we were playing Pokemon. And already like the light show was pretty fun. The sounds were pretty fun. So there was also someone in the room, and I won't name them. You guys might be able to guess who it was, but they're like, man, yeah, I can't even really comment on this game because I'm only ever negative about stuff. That was what they said. They're like, I can't have a reputation for shit talking stuff and then up talk Pokemon. I'm like, I won't say who they were, but they have a podcast and they are a cool individual. But that's the other thing. Welcome in Dustin Echoes too. By the way, I can't wait to, come hang out at TPF. If you guys are going to TPF, I will see you there. This is the other thing about FOMO. FOMO on the LE has come and gone. Like people have missed that boat. But this game is going to be manufactured by Stern for forever. I predict it's going to be one that they always sell. I predict. But the LE, I don't know. I would be purchasing a premium and upgrading it because I really enjoy picking the colors. And hold on. Yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna play some Jaws too, but so Dustin, where did you get Foo Fighters? And yeah, also Meta Knight Man. The Pro was fun. The Pro I played. Actually, I played the most games on the LE, but the Pro was tons of fun. It felt a little more open because there wasn't like the big clear toilet bowl issue over here. What else was there? Oh yeah, like the Pikachu didn't follow the ball and turn its head, and the Pokeball didn't like shake. So but the thing is, like if you're gonna upgrade a machine and you're going to buy powder coat and all the, you know, the best sound mods and stuff, I don't think it should be done to a pro. Like, if you're gonna make a LE tribute, like I would choose the premium to do it too.
Back to tourists, but all your business is on a paying basis. I'll catch this bird for you. It ain't gonna be easy. And finish.
What's up, Gidra? Welcome
to
to the show.
Anti-shark cage. Anti-shark cage.
Yeah, Meta Nightman, I think you're right too. I think that as soon as people play pinball long enough that they're no longer casual, they kind of place themselves in a like undeserved box of elitistness. But more than half of this community is casual. I mean, even though I play pinball every day, I still consider myself casual. Yeah, I don't go into a tournament with like a game face on. I'm there to have fun. So I think it's okay from also someone from a marketing background to market to half of the market, because half of the market's casual, right? The other thing to consider too, so a couple topics that are, I mean, I consume all the podcasts like a lot of you probably do. But sorry, I want to get some ball control here.
Dustin Echoes 11 subscribed to the channel for 7 months.
What's up, Dustin Echoes? Thank you so much for the resub.
It wasn't any propeller, it wasn't any coral reef, and it wasn't Jack the Ripper. It was a shark.
It was a shark. It was a shart. Ball 3, 28 million. You guys can tell I've been away from this game. I'm just not very good at this game. I don't give a fuck. One thing that if you've listened to any type of pinball podcast in the last couple years, there is enough people that were complaining about the depth and complexity and how hard modern pinball is, that the rules are so deep, the shots are too tight, that, you know, you can't walk up to a game and have flow. So one thing I think, there's two things I think where Stern was definitely listening to the community this time with this game. They're bringing out accessories right away. The pros are on the line first. This is 3 things. And they made a game with approachable flow. And some people are going to be butthurt about that. Some people want 15 shots on a fan layout that are impossible to hit. And because they can hit them. And maybe they only turn on their game and they never have flipper fade, or their game doesn't get worn out at an arcade. I think that Stern definitely listened to the consumers, who aren't just people like me at home, but the operators, the license holder. Don't forget, it's not just one dude at Stern that designs games. It's a team, and the person that has the final say is the boss, the license holder, the customer, or partner they work with. The license holder has a ton of input and control. And so if they came back with some like Winchester Mystery House design for Pokemon, let's be honest, like, that's going to McDonald's for sushi, you know? So I think they did their job. I think I actually so here's what's funny. When we really pulled up to Stern, I was sitting in the presentation and talking about like, we didn't know what was truly going to be announced. I'm like, dude, it's going to be fucking Transformers. I'm like, it would be so awesome if Stern's like, haha, we showed you, and just like Transformers pulled up on the screen. But no, it was Pokemon. Anyways, I digress, but yeah, Meta Knight, man. So this is the thing too. And so if you're in a business and every podcast talking about your business and your market is saying, man, games don't have flow like the 90s and 2000s. Man, games are too hard and too tight of shots. Man, games have too deep of code and too deep of rules and multipliers and, you know, stacking. You know, once in a while, companies have to listen to those people, and pros need to go on the line first. That is the only reason why I'm probably like happy that this, you know, mother of a company is kind of doing what people are asking. But guess what? Not all the people are asking that, and those people are going to be, you know, butthurt. Butthurt is okay though, you know? I'm butthurt at least twice a week. I wanted Transformers. I wanted MacGyver. I wanted Airwolf. And I think Meta Nightman, like what you said, Meta Nightman in the chat says, this is what Stern and every pinball manufacturer is here for. They need to make money, and this is how you're going to make money. I also think that it's important that there's variety on the menu. Like, I love that pretty much every Stern I own is a premium, and pretty much all of them are equally as difficult and equally as awesome. So I'm like baseline happy when any Stern comes out. However, like I said, when I come down tired on the weekend, I've got the flu, I kind of sometimes just want to get into a flow. So you know what game I play almost every night before bed? Terminator 2. And I play that game because of the flow, because of it. And it's not like an easy game, but it has some moments. It has the, you know, that you can aim the thing. So I think what was missing was a little bit of flow and a little bit of approachableness. And there's a reason why everyone's saying that word, approachable. Anyways, I'm on ball 3 at 28 million, so it is possible I can do worse. Gaga.
I ain't afraid, but I'll catch him and kill him for 10. $10,000 for me by myself. For that you get the head, the tail, the whole damn thing. Eating frenzy. You're gonna need a bigger boat. I don't know, Chief. I don't know. He's very smart, very dumb.
I think people say that about me sometimes. I think it's
Farewell and adieu to you, fair Spanish lady. Farewell and adieu, you ladies of Spain. For we've received orders for to sail back to Boston. And so never more shall we see you again.
one second. All right. Well, I can't emphasize enough. It's really happy to see the chat flowing. I feel connected. I feel connected to the community again. When I'm sick, it's just like, man, I came down here to try to set up a stream yesterday. I'm like feverish. I'm like, it's hot down here. I go and look. It's like 20 Celsius. It was not hot down here. I'm like, I like go to log in and I'm like, oh man, all my cameras are packed up, all my mixers packed up. Like there's an hour's work, and I just couldn't do it. So it feels so good to be somewhat on the mend today. Maybe I'm just high on cold medication, but but yeah, Dustin Echo says Aaron's texting Nitro about his Pokemon Ellie. The problem is, like, part of me wants to ask, because don't forget, like, Canada is about the size population wise as California. And so he probably has an allotment. He can't sell to the US, but there might not have been enough LE buyers in Canada. The problem is, if I ask, I might have to buy it. So when I bought, yeah, anyways, we'll see. It'll be in here eventually, but I'm kind of leaning toward the premium because I've got a good powder coat guy. And thank you, Kennebec. Yeah, I mean, I think, you know what? I think it's air travel that did it, because, I mean, I don't want to say it was the hot, sweaty room filled with like 40, pinball people, but I don't want to blame them.
Get your name into the National Geographic.
But yeah, Dustin Echoes, I was checking my messages because at work today we're having a like a special type of audit, like a safety, social compliance, environmental, and ethics audit. So it's a 3-day audit. I'm definitely needed there, so I'm not having a 3-hour stream today this morning. Wow, Vile Flume, welcome to the stream too, Adrian. I don't want. I'll be honest. Like, I'm not really looking for an LE of Pokemon. Not shopping for one. Maybe I'm not wealthy enough, but mainly it's just.
Y'all know me. I don't think that's the truth. With all your businesses on a paying basis.
Those are my two least favorite sounds in pinball.
Bad fish.
Those two ramps rattling
We're gonna need a bigger bonus.
drives me crazy.
Fine aim for 3, but I'll catch him. Kill him. For $2,000 for me by myself. And then you get the head.
Wait right there. Listen, we had a shark attack at South Beach this morning, Mayor. Fatal. I've got a man down the beach.
They'll think I'm hiding due to my lack of ethics, Dustin echoes.
Skill shot.
I don't know why I picked this game to play after being off a stream for a couple days.
That man with his hooper.
Yeah, Kennebec, you're probably right. I mean, especially if I go and try it, my daughter loves it. Like, if I go and try it with her and she loves it.
I see something permanent. Ooh. Shoot it. Now. Now.
Kill it. Now.
Yeah, Kennebec, it is a fun game. I liked it. John, you're right too. We're talking about swapping out those two games with Nitro. And I'm definitely not, well, I don't want to say it, but anything definitively ever, but for example, I wouldn't spend money on GTF if I could buy like a premium Stern for the same price. Oh, balls in Jaws' mouth. Balls in your mouth.
Binoculars collected.
Hard in the line will follow us. Start the engine.
Yeah, that John. So John says nothing will replace Galactic Tank Force or my daughter. I don't think you're wrong. I think she would cry if I sent it back. She even asks about Black Knight Sword of Rage because she thought it was such a cool looking and sounding game. But I did ask about swapping out Funhouse for another Stern title. So I'm going to contact Tommy from Nitro today and see. Maybe he'll unbox. Like, a game they've got a few on the shelf of, or I don't know. I try to never like tell him how to run his business or anything, but it would be, you know, it's good to keep them involved. I've had other similar opportunities to work with distributors, but you know, Tommy's my local, and I trust Tommy. I've bought all my games from them, so I think it's good. I want to keep a relationship with them as long as they'll want to work with me, and I want to work with them. Pause for 1 second.
Random Librarian is our newest follower. Welcome to the grown-up adjacent community. Random Librarian.
Okay, I'm back. So we're experiencing an audit at work for an unannounced audit that we pay a third party to come and, like, you know, critique our business ethics, environmental safety, and labor practices, all those things. And anyway, so I'm involved with that, and I'll have to actually go to work pretty soon. But Dustin Echoes has said, "Hey Nitro, I'm telling my chat I'm not interested in LE, but can I resist pausing the stream to ask? I gotta catch them all." Aaron, probably. Welcome to the new follower to the channel too. And also for those regular viewers, I did a YouTube video that I worked really hard on producing. It's very challenging to make a YouTube video that doesn't suck. So I put probably 6 hours or 8 hours into editing, and I got good at it. So the next videos will be even better. But take a look. Let me know what you think. It's on my YouTube channel. It's the latest horizontal video.
Secret skill shot.
Also, if you guys have any requests of a game to watch this afternoon, I'm not going to be playing Jaws again today.
extra ball.
Thank you, Dustin Echoes. I appreciate it.
Okay. Hey, Martin. You okay? Shoot again.
We could do Galactic Tank Force this afternoon.
They got here. Portable shower, a monkey cage. Anti-shark cage.
Anti-shark cage.
Shoot again.
Okay, maybe we'll do GTF. It's been a while, and
I'm on the way. Shark cage collected. Bounty hunt. A mako shark has been spotted in North Beach.
I'm having the shittiest game of my life right now, Dustin. So Henry, how I have my game set up, you could do way better than me on this game. I know that for sure. So Dustin Echoes is Henry. If I ever mix up the names, his name's not actually Dustin. But anyways, Henry's an incredible player, and
I used to hate the water. I can't imagine why. Farewell and adieu to you, fair Spanish lady. Farewell and adieu, you ladies of Spain. For we've received orders for to sail back to Boston. So never more shall we see you again.
okay. I wonder if I even will rate. You know, I'm not going to rate today. You're a good player. You know, what else? I'm gonna head to work. I can't do a 3-hour stream today because there's an audit going on. I'm already a little bit late. Basically, so the only time of the year when I can't miss work is when there's an audit. So, thank you, Retro Rewired. there is no part of running a company that is fun. But, you know, I am aware every day that going through the torture of having a challenging job, challenging career decision, yields outcomes like being able to have pinball machines in my basement and have a roof over my head. Life wasn't always a walk in the park, so. Yeah, well, Retro Rewired, our business is just the size that our customers have a lot of demand and not leeway, control over expectations, and they just grind. I mean, it can be a lot sometimes, so. But anyways, I don't mind being responsible for stuff. Part of life. This is a new trailer, I think. It's playing for Pokemon right now. Maybe not. But yeah, I won't overdo it because, yeah, I am still sick. I'm going to throw down another Tylenol, cold and sinus, and go to work. But I will see you guys on the next stream. Let me know in the Discord. I'm probably going to go to either You know what, though? There was a bunch of code updates. Dungeons and Dragons had a code update. Star Wars had one. I don't know if I've played it since. But anyways, guys, thank you for the new followers and resubscriptions today. I appreciate it. Do check out that YouTube video I made if you haven't. But I'm gonna head out of here, and you know, I'm gonna raid over to Brass League. All right, we're going to raid over to Brass League, but I can't stay and chat with him. You guys say hello on my behalf, and I will see you guys on the next stream. But again, it was a fun time hanging out today. And
Afraid I'm going to have to ask you to leave the store. Hey, what's going on, grown-up adjacent? Welcome in. You guys are 360p? Hey, Johnny, what's going on? Welcome in, everybody.
Greetings,
Happy Hump Day. Thank you for the raid. Really do appreciate it.
I gotta head out. You guys say hello for me.